In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to use the slow motion capabilities of Multi-View HD Pro, as well as how to calibrate when the time code in the metadata is off a little bit. The GoPro Hero cameras have various degrees of precision depending on the model. Earlier models were not quite as good as the latter models, but we can adjust for this by calibration within our Multi-View HD Pro. So the first thing is I've loaded here 3 views of this is an example using slow motion, and what I've done here, the first view is an overhead view. This is a one angle, I think it's the front, and this is the left. And so you can see from our profile here we've made, the name of this is a slow motion ice video. The object is an ice ball, and it shows each of the view here. So in this view, this is the overhead. If I go over here, I can see this is the left view. I had it wrong originally. And then this would be the front view. And so if I then, I use my log here and put in the ready point, the point at which the camera goes in position, and the impact point. And then you can see when I play this at full speed, they do look pretty much in sync. They go 1, 2, 3, and that's maybe good enough. But if I start playing this in slow motion, and this is how we can use the slow motion. This is a slider. I can control the speed anywhere between all the way down to 0.05 or 5% of the normal speed, and all the way up 4 times. So I'm going to put this all the way down and put it at 5% of the normal speed. The GoPro video here was shot at 240 frames per second at 1080p. So we can get some really smooth motion when you're doing it that way. One thing to note is that at 240p, that works at 1080p, although you can shoot up to 2.7K at 240. The proxy is only made at half that. So in order for us to use the slow motion and the proxies, you want to be able to shoot at a little lower resolution or either at a lower frame rate. So I'm queued it up here now, set the slow motion to 5%, and I hit the play button, and you'll see now that because it's very slow, you can see in each of the views here, this is the main view here, and what we call our program view, and then you can see we're getting ready to hit there. You can see very smooth motion, and in fact I can control the variable of the speed by hitting the quotation and the colon by adjusting the speed, but I'll do that later. So now she's coming down. Shortly, when it hits, the impact in each of the views will be a little bit different because they're not quite in sync. Even though I use the time code, you can see that occurs and then that occurred third. Okay, so how do we adjust for that? Well, let me go back here to the impact point. And I'm going to select one of the videos. And this one here, I could select this one. That shows where the impact. Doesn't matter. But just for the tutorial purposes, I'm just going to check the first one. So I'm going to, first of all, set it up where I logged here. And that was the first point at which it hits the ice. So if I then switch to the other view, you can see it is still a little bit out. It's not quite there. So the way I can calibrate this is I hold the shift key down, and then I hit the step forward button, and I put that just at the point of impact, like there. So I've just calibrated to match this, and then we're going to do the third view here. which is the front view. And again, I'm going to hold the Shift key down and then click on this until this gets, this is quite a, believe it or not, this is quite a few frames off there. Couldn't see that at full rate. Okay, I'm going to back up there. And then what I do is I go back to the original view because that's our reference view. And now if I play it at slow motion, we can see what happens here on all the views. On. Boom. All three are now in sync. So that's one of the things you can do here. If I'm playing, I can also hit hold the Shift key down and hit the colon and the quote, and then I can change the speed back and forth, slow it up, speed it up. So I can do all this in real time. And then let me back up again. Okay, let me do this again. So I hit play. So I can play with the speed as I'm doing this. Anyway, that is the a tutorial on how to use the slow motion as well as how to calibrate your video. One thing to remember is that the calibration is only temporary. When I change projects, come back again, I would have to recalibrate again. Thank you.